welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo that we just love to talk about. I'm Ben Mandelker. Today we are talking Below Deck. Ronnie is still out having the time of his life, and in his place, this is the first time this has ever happened. I have two people that are in Ronnie's place. One of them is alive, and one of them, if I can tell, looks to be dead. I think we actually have a dead body because we have the two hosts of literally the biggest podcast, I think, in the world, if not the biggest, like maybe number 5. I don't know. But like, it's insane. The hosts of Morbid, it's Ash Kelly and Alaina Urquhart. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hello. It's nice
welcome
to be
back.
Here.
Hi, it's great to see you.
I'm the dead body. Yeah, it's Alaina the dead body.
So here's why I said this thing about the dead body thing, because if you're watching with Crappens on demand, which you can watch with patreon.com/watchwhatcrappens, Ash, you look like you look like you are dead and exhumed. Tell us about why you have this look going on today. you have a bloody gash on your neck, on your mouth, and on your forehead.
Yeah, I have gone through a lot today.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. We had to record one of our listener tales, which you can also find on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't really know what you type in. Maybe Morbid and YouTube. I don't know.
We're not good at that.
Yeah, but we always have a costume. And I had to take a quick phone call afterwards. We did a dead bride theme today, or a bride theme. You were a living bride.
Yeah, I was a living bride.
That's why she doesn't look so but I went full dead bride, and then I had to take a quick phone call, and then I was like, oh shit, we got to hop on with Ben. So no time. Here I am dead.
I cannot tell you the amount of delight that I'm getting from just looking at you as a dead bride right now with Crappens on Demand. And we're here to talk about Below Deck, of all things.
All things. Oh, that's great.
It feels right.
It does.
It does feel right. Well, by the way, I just want to say that if you are not listening to Morbid, you should start listening to Morbid, because it's a great podcast. Ronnie and I have been privileged to be guests on it once or twice, and we love you too. Every time we go to Boston, we always make sure that we have a little kiki at some point, because we just have the best time. So everyone go and support Ash and Alaina, because you guys are truly the best, whether you're dead or alive. So
thank you. We love you guys.
We do.
Oh.
Just like Ronnie says, we love you guys.
We love you guys. In that video, he's so funny. We love you guys. So first and foremost, we are talking Below Deck today. Have you guys been, you guys are Below Deck watchers generally, but Ash, you were saying before we started that you had started the season, but you'd fallen off a little bit. Tell me what happened. What caused the fall off?
Yeah, my husband and I watch almost every season of Below Deck, but I was saying to Alaina this morning, with the amount of Below Deck franchises that there are now, like Below Deck Down Under, Below Deck Sailing Yacht, Below Deck Mediterranean, sometimes you just get a little below decked out. But fatigue. But I started watching this season. I watched like maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes, and it was just so chaotic. I was like, you know what? I'm taking a Below Deck break.
It has been chaotic. I have to say, when the season began, I was like, oh, damn, this is a good season, because there was so many crazy characters on it, and it was chaotic in a way that I really liked. But some of that chaos has actually worn down on me, or worn me down, because I'm getting a little sick of this new thing that whenever anyone shares a bit of their life, they stop the whole show and they bring up this wall of photos, and then they talk for 15 seconds. And it's not even the talking for 15 seconds that bothers me, because that's what they would always do. But I don't know why we have to halt the whole show to be like, wait, so Laina's talking now. I'm like, can we just keep it moving? Do we have to have these halts? But also, the show has been preoccupied with the ongoing romances of first Solange and Kyle. And now it's Solange and Jess, and Solange and Jess and Kyle. And I have to say, I really don't care. I really don't care about romances on Below Deck. And it's very hard for me right now, because I'm trying to be a positive person. I love me some Below Deck, but there's just too much of this love triangle happening for me right now. I don't know how it felt for you coming back into it, but I feel like I've been dealing with this for 10 weeks at this point, even though it's only been 2 or 3. It's too much for me. I want to see them working.
It's a lot.
There's
Yeah.
too much happen because I was like in on the season. I don't know what season it is, but it was with Rocky. The one with
yeah,
like
that was
where-
season 3 when she came in. Yeah,
and I loved that one because that was like singularly focused, like what was going on with Rocky, and
there was
the bows
one
in there.
drama, really.
Yeah, there was one drama that you could kind of just be like, okay, that's fun. This is just like so many people involved that I'm like, I don't even know what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Like at one point I was like, is this the same person? Who is that?
Yeah, there's also a lot of people and everybody's messing with each other. So it's like,
Yeah.
who's who?
No.
yeah. I almost need the show to take like a beat. Like maybe like we can like if there's a lot of stuff happening on board, like I would actually almost prefer a charter to last like 3 episodes, and we can like kind of like breathe a little bit. But it's like one thing after another. It's like super fast, and it is chaotic, and like. And the time that it does slow down is for this love triangle that I'm like, I've had enough of the love triangle. I tune into Below Deck to watch people work and then also fuck up at their job and watch other people have to pick up the slack and then complain about it, which we definitely got in this episode too. But I'm like, if there's like a boatmance between a Decky and like a third stew, it's like really like it's not. I don't want it to be centered. It can be a little side thing that happens when the charter's over. You know,
Yeah.
it's hard. Life is hard for us. I think.
It
You
is.
know,
It's really difficult
hard.
to get through.
and you know what? I don't like the Instagram wall either.
No, I
That
don't
comes-
either.
I
It's
was
new.
surprised
that.
by that. When that happened, I was like,
don't
oh,
want.
Jarring.
what's going on?
I'm like, why are we on
Like-
Instagram all of a sudden?
I know, like I don't mind the new big flashy fonts. That's okay. And then they occasionally have like they'll like for some reason to make it seem sexier, like when Chef Anthony is like adding like an ice cube to a glass, I'll like watch the ice cube tumble in like in slow mo. It's like, okay, sure. It's a slow motion ice cube. It's a sexy yacht where things go in slow motion. That's fine. But the Instagram wall, for some reason, like that is the tweak this season that has broken my back. Like that is the straw that broke my. I am the camel, and my camel back is broken because
Yeah, it took me out.
I can't. I can't with the
I
Instagram wall.
completely agree.
Because then it takes
Okay.
away from the sexy ice cube moment.
Yeah, I want my
It
sex.
actually really does.
I was like, this isn't sexy.
really-
The ice cube.
Yes.
This is-
It's like you may be thinking you're looking at a sexy ice cube, but now we're going to look at someone's random Instagram wall, and not even long enough that we can leer at all the photos. It's just
No.
what it really just sort of like stops the scene. Like the scene just halts, and you're like, oh, okay, we're gonna have to hear about someone's life, and then I don't know. I think that we could it should march forward like every other Below Deck has always done. So
Yeah.
Agreed.
that being
In
yes, so
unison.
wow, really started from this episode with from a place of no, but I do love Below Deck. Want to remind everyone, I do love the show. So why don't we dive into? Oh my goodness, you know what's so funny? I downloaded the Real Housewives of Orange County notes. So Madge is like, okay, so the episode opens up with Shannon Bedore playing with her dog.
I'm still
Wait a
sad.
second. Shannon Bedore is not. Shannon Bedore is
Not
not.
on this boat.
Oh, get Shannon Bedore
On
on
this
this
boat?
boat. I'm so in for Shannon Bedore. X Below Deck.
I'm surprised she hasn't been. I feel like if Shannon
I
were
know.
on Below Deck, she would be hilarious. She'd be like, well, first before we leave this, is this pillow hypoallergenic? Because if we're in the high seas and I have a sneezing attack, it's going to be difficult for everyone. Can you just-
Incredible. Picture Archie on the high seas.
Archie would be having the time of his life.
He
In
would.
fact, I bet Archie loves the Instagram wall. I bet every time he sees the Instagram wall, his tail wags.
Archie, that is not a tennis ball.
Archie has a friend now too, right? Archie has a brother. Didn't Shannon adopt another dog?
I forget the name, but yeah, she did.
Well, happy for Archie. I mean, Archie deserves a friend after Archie was blamed for her DUI. Let's not forget.
Well, I was just out walking the dog. He was very stimulated after watching Below Deck. And so I was walking him at 2 a.m. And that's why. And that's why I have a bloody face.
Yeah, there's no reason that car is wrecked over there.
Poor Archie.
I know, justice for Archie.
Truly.
Justice for Archie. Okay, let's get into the episode. I have the proper notes up now. It is no longer the Real Housewives of Orange County notes. So, previously, so Selene and Kyle, we see previously that they've hooked up, but then Selene made out with Jess at the club, and then we also see we have a new bosun, by the way. So Kyle is gone. Thank God. He was terrible. I don't think you guys saw Kyle. I guess Ash, you saw a little bit of Kyle, but
I saw a little bit. He seemed like he didn't really know how to manage a crew.
he was I felt like his skill set, like he would have been a good manager at like a Starbucks. But I
Yeah.
don't think like a super yacht was like really where he shone, you know.
Yeah. Which, kind of required for
It's
this.
a fine line, you know.
It's a fine line between Starbucks and super
Yeah.
yacht, but it's a line that must be respected.
True.
But we do have Hugo. So Hugo came on last week, and so Hugo is actually like a perfectly capable. He's like a good bosun. He's also very handsome, I'd like to add. So
He is
congrats to
handsome.
Hugo.
Which one
He's
was
got like a
He's got like the
He's-
dark hair.
Oh, yep.
yep,
Tall,
dark
dark,
hair,
and
big
handsome.
smile,
Yeah.
open relationship.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Messy.
So the big thing from last week is that the guests, we have a set of totally obnoxious, terrible guests. They all run strip clubs, which doesn't make you obnoxious. That's just just telling you
Just
a little bit about their history, giving some
They were
texture.
obnoxious.
Yeah, they were terrible. So they're on board, and one of their requests is that they want to have a concert on the dock.
Just a casual request.
It's very casual.
Doable.
A casual. I mean, why are you even on the yacht if you want to have a big concert on the dock?
Yeah.
Like at that point, get a hotel room.
Yeah.
How about this? Go to a concert. How about just
Yeah.
go to a concert?
There's always that.
Don't make requests on land when you're on yacht.
No.
Thank you. I think a picnic is allowed. You can make a picnic request,
Fair.
but like actually doing a concert
Yeah.
setup at this point, like just throw yourself down a set of staircases. Not even a set of stairs, a set of staircases.
Multiple.
Yeah.
This is multiple flights. I want you to go down.
Don't stop at that first one. Keep rolling.
So now Fraser has, last episode he checked in. It was hard for him to find an event planner. He finally found one. The guy's like, I'll have it all ready on Sunday. And where we left off on the last episode is that Fraser went to the dock to do a walkthrough with Captain Carey. Nothing was set up.
Ooh.
And it's like, is this concert going to
Fraser.
happen? I know. Fraser looked very harried by it. And I was, yeah. Did you think the concert was going to happen, or did you think like, okay, Bravo's just fucking with him, they're keeping everything out around the corner, and then like they're going to make it come last minute to make it seem dramatic?
The latter.
Latter, yeah.
I was worried for
Yeah.
Fraser.
You were worried for
Yeah, I
Fraser?
was worried.
These things always have a way of working themselves out, especially when the episode ends that way and then you're carrying up next week, carrying on. You're like, oh, it'll be fine.
They're just leading you in.
Yeah. And the thing is, the reason why I knew it would work out, because if it wasn't going to work out for the concert, if it was like 7:00 and there was nothing set up, that would have been the cliffhanger, I think.
That's
True.
Not the walkthrough.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Good
Yeah.
call.
yeah. Thank you. I'm an official below deckologist at this point.
I
So
feel like I've been doing this for a while.
I'm a professional.
I know when the cliffhangers are going to happen. So the event planner's like, yeah, everything's good, everything. And, and Carrie's like, well, we've got a lot of really demanding guests. So we've got a lot of pressure on us right now. And if there's no activity, we're going to feel the heat. And the event planners,
Is that Carrie in the room with
that was
us?
direct audio ripped.
that was him. Please welcome our third guest.
He's
Captain
alive.
Carrie.
I also love him.
I love Captain
He's
Carey.
great.
Yeah, I really like him.
He's awesome.
I love him. He is great. He seems like really capable. I like that he seems like very warm towards his staff, but also rules with an iron fist. Like he will, like, you don't want to mess with him at all.
No.
But if you stay on his good side, he's going to treat you with like respect. He's probably one of those people who puts both hands on his chest and then fans them out and goes, I give what I get. Give me respect. I'm not going to give it back. Probably does
That
that,
was
a
so
lot.
real. That was so niche, but so real.
You know his essence.
Yeah.
My specialty is Captain Carey demanding respect impersonations.
I feel like of all the captains, he's got the closest energy to Captain Lee.
Oh,
And I respect
Absolutely.
that.
I like Captain.
I think he's like a really excellent whatever the word would be to say the next one. There's a nice word for that, right? It's not
Yeah.
predecessor, because that's the
Yeah,
prior one.
predecessor.
Predecessor is before Captain Lee. What's the next one after?
Successor.
Successor.
There you go.
Guys, we're killing it.
Look
Yeah.
at us. We know things.
Vocabulary.
When you use successor with me, I'll use it back with you. That's how I work.
The hands for me.
He does that a lot.
Brings it
He
to the next level.
It's almost like he's trying to show like his ideal breast
Yeah.
size. So he's like, let me cup around it and forward,
Sharing
like,
them.
show me respect and I'll make a booby. Booby motion with my hands. Give me respect, I'll give it
Incredible.
back to you. So the guy's basically, the event planner's like, yeah, that's fine. Like, we'll get this all set. It's gonna be great. And Carrie's like, all right, we just want to make sure we just dot out our I's and cross our T's. We got a demanding guest here, and as they say, when you're making a concert, I give what I put out, right? So what I'm getting back is what I was like. Yes, Carrie. So Fraser is saying that they're going to be bringing Carnival. We're bringing Carnival to the dock for these guests, and a dock party is nothing without people. So I've asked the marina to invite their friends and family to join, but there's so much to do when you still need staging and DJs and bands and stilt walkers and Kleenex tissues and Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups and things like that. It's the most stressful day of my life.
He looked like he was going through it.
Every single day is the most stressful day of
Yeah.
Fraser's life.
I believe.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm starting to wonder, like, this is a demanding job, but is he maybe not like, managing his time properly? He's stressed all the time.
He's very
losing his
stressed.
mind.
I can't say that I wouldn't be stressed doing this. Like
I could not do this.
I would
Like,
be Frasering.
Fully would not be able to do this.
Yeah.
Because I also would have never been able to be kind to these guests at
No.
all.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
a
I would
skill I
not
would
have been
not
able to hold
possess.
that. I'd just be like, well, that's it for me. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
But he looks haunted. Like his eyes are haunted.
Haunted is a great. He's seen things. He saw an
Yeah.
apparition out on the seas, and it's like, I think that's why he's not good with his time management, is because he's distracted by the fact that he saw like a dead sailor floating over the waves.
Yeah. He has seen a salty old sea captain
Yeah.
just floating over.
That doesn't leave you. That will stay with you forever.
Yeah.
He saw a Sealy. Do you know what a Sealy is?
I don't think I do.
This has stuck with me because in 4th grade, my teacher read us this book about, like, it took place in like the what are those islands north of Scotland? Not the Faroe Islands. It's like the Shetland Islands.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was about Sealies, and it was like these. It's kind of like this. It was like a much less intriguing version of a mermaid. It's like people who are like half seal, half human, and then they like come onto the land, and they're like mystical but dangerous. And
No. I'm not about that. That's awful.
Way scarier version of a
Yeah. Half seal.
it's also possible that I'm saying complete bullshit right now because I'm drawing upon knowledge I learned from when I was a 4th grader.
Listen, I don't know.
You guys know Sealy?
familiar though. As soon as you said it, I was like, it like hit a nerve somewhere.
It sounded legit enough to scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So.
And now I see it in my mind's eye, so I'm
Yeah,
scared.
and I don't want to. I feel like
It
Fraser
doesn't.
Yeah.
is haunted
Well,
forever.
I tried to do a search, and this is what I did. A search. I said Sealy Shetland Islands, and Google AI said, "You're asking about a mattress named after the Shetland Islands. Here's what you need to know about that."
Said he's not haunted by a mattress, Siri.
So I am not.
Get it together.
Guys,
Not
did you know about the Sealy mattresses? They're horrifying. They will scare the shit out of you. But by the way, is the Sealy mattress
Oh,
really named after
Silky.
the Sealy?
It's a selkie.
Okay.
Isn't that a dress
Silky.
brand?
Oh wait, it can be both.
I really need to get to the bottom of these half seal, half
From
man people.
mattresses to dress brands to
Yeah.
half seal people.
Have
What's happening?
Have you
Yeah,
have you guys heard of the mythical cryptid known as the Surta? Watch out. It's gonna come for you. I mean, Casper is a friendly ghost, so I mean, there's a
Hey,
We're
There's a
on
theme.
something here.
you have options of your haunt.
okay. So I have no idea what I'm talking about, clearly, because I have no idea what sort of like folklore I've like scrambled up in my brain
We're like
that I've tried to insert at this podcast. But like, I'm
Those
pretty
get
sure there's some sort of half seal creature that haunts the Shetland Islands, and I just don't. Maybe it's not a Sealy. Maybe it's something
really
else.
selkie
But
is one of those.
All we know is that Fraser has seen it, and it
Yeah,
has never been the same.
yes.
I've seen both versions of it.
Oh, it is Selkie. You're right. It is
Yeah.
Selkie, not Sealy.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. A mythological creature from Scottish and Irish folklore capable of transforming between seal and human by shedding or donning their seal skin. Oh, so they just have a pile of skin somewhere.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
excuse
me.
Fraser's seen that.
Now I know what to dress up as for our
He-
next
He
listener tale.
stumbled upon the pile of skin. That's what
Yeah.
he
I think he did. He's like, why did no one clean this up? So, Lane, there's a pile of seal skin in the salon. Please clean that up right away.
She says, I don't know what you're saying.
Going forward, when we clean up our seal skin, we always fold it afterwards. Always. So yes, he's seen sealskin and he's haunted. And now he has to, with a vision of sealskin in his mind, he has to put on some sort of carnival on the dock that all the dock workers are going to come to and dance at.
Dance
these
around
poor people.
sealskin.
These people live there. I mean, these people know what a good carnival party is. They're like, I don't want to go to the dock. I don't want to go to Aunt Maureen's dock to go to the carnival.
No. Who wants that?
No.
For a bunch of Americans on a boat? No, thank you. I want to go to my own car. Yeah. For Dawn the cackler.
I'll remember Dawn for the rest of my days.
Good
you couldn't
Lord.
bring me anywhere for Dawn.
I'd throw her overboard.
How many bars in Arizona has she terrorized? You know that like you go to a bar in Phoenix and Dawn is there. Be like, hey, shots, get this person a shot. They're in my bar. I don't even know if she's from Phoenix.
Like, a Walgreens.
Yeah.
like she's banned.
She's banned from a lot of places. She's banned from
even,
my heart.
Yeah.
Even the Selkies don't want her. They're like, no, we don't want you in seal form either.
Yeah, they said
You're too cursed. No. You're more cursed than we are.
We're cursed enough, Dawn. We don't need adding Dawn into our mix. They're like, you know what? Actually, we decide we're just gonna stay as seals. She ends Selkies once and for all.
That's how we got seals.
Dawn came around. They're like, "Hey, you guys want to be humans right now? I got some schlitz that we can party with." Like, sorry, we're seals now. We don't.
You want to be humans right now?
She goes to the edge of the water. Hey, seals, you want to party?
They're like, absolutely not, Dawn.
Like, never again, Dawn.
You're banned from this ledge.
Never again. They're like, we see there's some orcas over there. We're gonna go see if we can hang out with them instead.
Maybe Dawn should go hang out with them.
Honestly,
Dawn would be an orca. You know, Dawn would be like those guys in Dune, the Fremen who can ride the sandworms. She'd be doing that with orcas. You like feed her to an orca, and she winds up riding it. You're like, God damn it, Dawn! Somehow she survives. Orca rider. Oh God!
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So, Fraser's got to figure this all out, and then meanwhile, Carrie is reminding Fraser to get a checklist together because that's important. And then Rainbow is checking in on Anthony, and he's gonna be making like a little Provençal tart, sort of like small pizzas. And I was like, you are trying way too hard for these people.
Yeah,
you just put some store-bought like focaccia dough in the oven, put some shredded mozz on there, and then serve it to them because they are not going to even appreciate this Provençal miniature tart. Right?
Just give them a bologna and cheese sandwich and call it a day.
That's really all they deserve.
That's the energy.
Yeah,
that's all they deserve.
That's it.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at a bologna and cheese sandwich.
I actually love the bologna and cheese sandwich. As soon as I said it, I was like, I kind of love that.
I keep running into this. Alaina has been bringing up bologna and cheese a lot for some reason. And other people are like, yeah, that sounds great. That sounds disgusting to me.
You're like, wait a second, I'm not going to cook
bologna, cheese, and mustard.
Oh, get out of here.
That sounds actually quite good. I haven't had bologna in years.
Me neither.
I used to love it as a kid.
I miss it.
What is bologna?
I don't want to know.
What isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, see, that's my problem.
I don't need to know anything about it.
No. If I don't know
it's
about it,
a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's a little, you've got, I think it's got some, maybe there's some beef, some pork, maybe some seal, in honor of our sealies.
Yeah. No, you guys can have those. I'll have those.
I'll tell you,
the tarts.
It's about 85% salt. That's what bologna is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all sodium.
Yeah. Feel it after.
So Anthony is telling us that tonight's like the VIP party. And he's like, well, I want to show my talent and I want them to feel, of course, a unique experience. But, I killed myself last season. But from what I learned in yachting, save your time. So I think it's better to keep it simple for lunch and be focused for a unique tasting dinner. So he's finally learned how to budget his time, which is great. It only took him a season and a half, so good for you, Anthony.
Well done.
Very happy for him.
It's the vengeance that's carrying him this season.
He really does have a lot of vengeance. And I don't know, I mentioned this on the podcast before, but do you know why? I have a theory on why he has vengeance.
Why
do you know what my theory is?
Mm-mm.
It's because of Ronnie Karam. I think Ronnie Karam caused this plot line. And here's why. Last season on Below Deck, when the edit was that Anthony got in over his head, he couldn't do it anymore. He was also plagued with some grief over his father, and he started off strong, but he just couldn't keep up. And then he bombed out. And but Ronnie had this theory that I co-signed with, but I'm just give credit to Ronnie because he's the first one who really picked up on this. His whole theory was that Fraser kept on undermining Anthony. And so like, even though Anthony was not great, like Fraser was the one who kept on like making his life harder and unraveling him. And so that was like what Ronnie was always saying. And the show was not presenting it that way in terms of the show was not presenting an edit like, look at what Fraser's doing. It's just Ronnie was like reading between the lines. He's like, if you look closely, Fraser was unraveling him. Well, here's the thing. At the top of this season, Anthony says, when he comes on board, he says, Barbie called me and was telling me about how like Fraser was, undermining me. And the thing is that Barbie last season was always like liking our stuff on Instagram. So I'm pretty sure she was listening. So my theory is Ronnie hatched a theory on Watch What Crappens. Barbie heard it. Barbie told Anthony. And now Anthony has come on to the new season of Below Deck all pissed because he heard Ronnie's theory through Barbie. And he was like, wait a second, that's right. So I want to congratulate Ronnie because I think this is all because of Ronnie.
Ronnie broke the fourth wall of podcasting.
Yeah.
Ronnie, he full on like he basically he got in there. He's like Monica. He's like Reality Von Teese infiltrating Salt Lake City right now.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He
Isn't that
controlled
amazing?
the narrative here.
He really did. And I love that Barbie had a hand in it. Of course she did. Got a quirk queen.
I don't know if it's true, but I have to believe it's true, and I'm gonna lean into it. That this
Canon
is
in my brain now.
That works for me.
Yeah,
he's a powerful man. Like there's nothing that Ronnie can't do. Right?
Nothing.
I agree.
He's I'm so proud of him for doing this.
And with Barbie by his side, the two of them could get it all done.
They could fix what's going on in our country right now. Ronnie
They
and
could.
Barbie.
I believe it.
They just got to get together.
Ronnie could. Ronnie would literally like Ronnie would go to Washington and be like, what are you guys doing? You know what? I've had enough of this. Okay, I worked in a bowling alley growing up, and this is bullshit.
This is bullshit.
He would just go in there and he would point his finger at everyone and he'd get shit done, and then Barbie would do something too.
Yeah,
Barbie would be effective
She would
in
be
her
there.
own way.
yeah, she would do her thing.
Moral support.
Precisely. So, meanwhile, we see Barbara. So this season we have Barbara, not Barbie. But Barbara is talking with Fraser, and he's freaking out because he's not getting anything from the event planner. So then Fraser goes up to Carrie and he's like, well, my event planner went quiet on me, but here's a picture of the stage. He's like, well, I thought the stage was going to be higher up, but I guess this would be okay. It's just a wood plank and some linens. That's fine. I guess we'll do all right with it. Like, I don't know what sort of stage they were thinking they were going to be getting, like a Coachella stage in 3 hours.
Yeah, when he said he thought it was going to be like lifted, I was like, did you? Did you really think that? Because I didn't.
He had high
And
hopes.
I'm not even there.
He had literal high hopes.
Yeah.
So then, meanwhile, Rainbow and Selena are having another one of their scenes. Poor Rainbow, she's really trying to connect with the other women, but she can't because I know. One thing, I don't know, Ash, if you saw it in the earlier episode or if you'd already tuned out by then, but Rainbow shared a story about growing up in Holland. Did you hear this? Yeah, where she said that like when she and her sisters would fight all the time, so her dad brought them to an island in the middle of a lake and like said, you have an hour and you guys can like tear yourself to pieces, and then after that, like no more fighting.
That's extreme parenting.
What?
That's what they call extreme parenting.
Damn.
If
It's
your
like-
girls ever start fighting,
Yeah.
you find her. You find a lake.
island.
Yep,
In
and you take them
Holland.
there. In
Yeah,
Holland.
specifically in Holland. I think I think the Dutchness of it makes it sort of like elevates the stakes.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Yolanda Foster
Damn.
might have done this as well.
I was about to say this is what Anwar, Gigi, and Bella had to do.
Yeah, that's why they get along so well now.
That is.
They figured
that
it
is
out.
If you want to have your almond for dinner, first you have to fight it out on island.
That's like they just like create Thunderdome for these kids and are just like, all right, come out normal.
Seems like it did something. I don't know. I don't know if it
I think
worked.
it gave her anxiety, is what it did.
Yeah, high functioning
Yeah.
anxiety.
Yeah. 3 mortals enter, 1 mortal leaves. Don't hurt Gigi. She has the most promise. Yeah, but Rainbow, so she's like really struggling this season to connect with the other women. And you can see she's like trying. It's like she looked up on like the same AI that was talking to me about mattresses. It was like she asked Google, like, how do I relate to other women? And Google was like, that's a great question. Here's something you can do. You can hug a lot. Or you can ask nice questions, or you can smile, or maybe give a kiss on the cheek. So she's like been trying to do all these things in this like robotic way, like that doesn't really match the context of the moment. And now everyone's just weirded out by her. So actually people are more distant from her than ever before. So here she is again, trying to connect. And she's talking with Soleil, and she's like, so what's your least favorite dish to wash? Which is, of course, a question that like...
The most wild question.
Like, who asks that? Of all
You're
things
putting stuff in the
to
To
dishwasher.
be honest, that would throw me off as well. I'd be like,
it
what?
did throw Soleil was like, what? She was like, I
She's
don't
like, I understand nothing. Can you
She
repeat,
said, "I
please? She
I
understood.
the same
She was
thing.
just like, I don't want to answer this stupid question.
When she said I understand nothing, she meant like I understand nothing you're doing. I don't understand your approach.
It would have been weirder if she was like forks for sure. Like boom, answer.
The sad part is I'm like, what a weird question. And yet I would love someone to ask me that because I love answering questions like that. What is your least favorite dish? What is your least favorite dish to wash?
Oh,
Do you
I
guys
wrote
have
this
one?
in my notes. Yeah, I hate washing. I have slow feeders for my animals, the cats and the dog, and they're disgusting to wash because you have to get like in the crevices.
See, mine is in a dish. Mine is a spoon.
Oh, because
I
it
don't like
it
it.
flings
I
the
think-
water back at you.
Always.
Yeah.
But I think a spoon count. I think in this case, like dishes is like holistically,
Yeah.
like when you're doing dishes, like what are your least favorite? I think a spoon counts.
Yeah.
You also, by the way, Alaina, you also don't have to be a monster and put your full force of water on the spoon. I mean, use some judgment, please.
No, I can't help it though. I feel weird turning it down because then I feel like it's not clean enough.
No, you know what it's all about?
Like, I don't know what
We can really get into the semantics here. It's about the angle at which you
It
hold
is.
it.
Yeah.
I've learned to like do it to the back of the thing.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't go right in my face, but if
Yeah.
I'm doing it quick, boom.
Yeah.
Every time.
Mm.
Mom life.
It is.
I you know what I don't like washing at all? Ooh, I'll tell you what I hate wash. I got 2 things now. They're all flooding in right now. I say this, by the way, as Dom is upstairs doing dishes. I can literally hear him both dishes.
I wish Rainbow was here.
I
We
know,
really
she could
connect on a deeper
Yeah.
level.
I'm like, she is so weird. Now let's spend 10 minutes talking, answering her question. But I do not like washing a wire rack. Like if you have to like cook something on, in like a pan and you put a wire rack. Because first of all, stuff is usually stuck onto it really badly. But also it's like the sponge doesn't go over it nicely. And I'm talking about like a gridded one, not like just
Yes.
lines.
Yep.
And like the water, it's like you want to spray it. Like you never quite get the right coverage. And I would say the same goes for like a mesh strainer is also very annoying to me.
Oh,
It
That was
shouldn't
gonna be
be.
my next one.
That's
Yeah.
awful to wash.
Really annoying. Salad spinner is oddly very annoying to wash because it's got like,
Yeah.
again, lines.
Too.
The lettuce really clings to it too. You would think
Yeah.
the lettuce would release right away, but that lettuce will stay in there as long as it can stay in. It's like clinging on for dear life.
It's like rainbow
Those are-
for the conversation.
Mhm. The rainbow. I'll tell you the number one worst thing to clean. The number one, this is a little bit more niche. I have a silicone rolling mat. So if you want to like make like a pie dough or something like this, you put it down on the counter so that way it doesn't stick as much, and it has like measuring things, whatever. And so you make your pie dough, but then when you have to clean it, it's this big floppy. It's a big floppy flap of silicone.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like Selkie skin.
Yeah.
It's actually what it was. It's 100% Selkie. It was found on a beach. That is truly the worst thing to clean in the world. I don't know if you guys have experience with that, but it is. There's just no good and easy way to do it. It just flops around in the sink.
I think you win.
Yeah.
It's the worst. You can't get any purchase on it. You're trying. It's like,
nope.
If anyone has any tips on how to clean those things, please let me know, because I'm living in hell.
I'm in constant hell with this thing.
Ben is actually sweating right now.
See?
I am in hell.
Oh, asked you this. Asked all of the. She would be so happy with this conversation.
We could have connected so deeply.
Yeah.
I would have made her yachting experience much better, because
Yes, you would have.
we all would have, because we would have given her the respect that question deserved.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Salil just didn't have time for that.
No.
No time. She's like, no, don't understand. I hate it. I hate watching everything. Goodbye.
Like, why are you here?
I knew immediately when she said, I understand nothing. I was like, this is not going to go how Rainbow would like it to.
No.
It's just not. Kept asking and kept reiterating. And I was like, I'm getting so uncomfortable.
I know.
Yeah, Rainbow, just stop trying to connect with her. At the point, it's your desperation is driving people away. Just do your job. Don't talk to other people. Like, talk to who you want to talk to. Don't try to like win people over, because it's too late. It's too late.
Yeah.
Just
head down.
Kiss
Damo.
Get into yeah, exactly. That seems to be building quietly, is like a relationship with her and Damo. I don't know if that will happen, but oh my goodness, my phone's ringing. I bet this is my mom. It's not. I put everything on Do Not Disturb, and I cannot tell you the number of vibrations I've been dealing with on my watch and my phone during this entire podcast.
Everybody's notifying anyway. You know how they give you that option? I'm surprised Armand hasn't called. She always knows when we're podcasting.
She actually just did.
Stop it.
Did she?
Yeah. I literally felt the vibrations. It's right there.
My parents, because of course I have them whitelisted. They can get through Do Not Disturb, and it's like literally every time it's like that phone rings. It's like the lights go down in the theater, and then that phone starts to ring. I'm like,
every single time.
Yep.
They know. Okay, so now we have like Rainbow gives us some background. By the way, we get the Instagram wall comes flying up, and she tells us, I'm trying to do better as a leader, and I would love to connect, but it's not working very well. So growing up, I was very much a troublemaker, and now that's why I take so much responsibility, which is when I'm involved in any conflict, because growing up, it was usually my fault, and that's why I keep trying to like never give up. But like, it's just not the greatest feeling. That was what. She needs some rest. I'm sorry, that made no sense.
She really just had like a lot and connected words with like.
And when she said growing up it was my fault, I was like,
yeah,
who told you that? Like, I was like, oh
yeah, she's hurting.
What she's like went through the Scared Straight program or something, because she's like, I was always a troublemaker. I was always at fault. So now I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just trying to like never give up. I guess she's like afraid of it being her fault again. Like she did. Was there like a dead body that came into the mix here where she's like, never again. I can never go back to those ways. It's you, Ash.
Never again.
The ghost of her past.
I scared her straight.
So that was like a little insight into what makes Rainbow tick. And then now the boat is approaching approaching the dock. And this season, the boat every single time has to go through the world's tiniest little gap. They make this stupid ass bridge. I'm like mad at this bridge. Why do you build the world's smallest drawbridge in front of like Yacht Plaza? Like there's so many yachts coming in and out of this thing, and you decide to make a bridge that like you have to like slide through.
They did.
I'm mad.
I'm horrified by this bridge. I don't want to drive on it. I don't want to be near it. I don't want to look at it.
No,
I hate it.
I think they should take it down. I say take it down, and they'll figure out some other way to get across that gap, because I think I don't think it's right.
Line.
Channel
Zip line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the zip line across.
Or here's an idea. How about a drawbridge that spans the entire gap, not just the little corner of it that the boats have to go through? How about that?
That seems much better.
That makes sense.
That's what we call That's what you call thinking right there.
That's what we call innovation.
Yeah, big thinking. Not just
You know?
thinking.
So really why I'm annoyed is because it means that every single episode we have to sit through them being like, are we gonna hit the dock? Are we gonna hit the bridge? Because they never hit it. But we have to sit through like 10 minutes of them getting the fenders out and calling numbers like 54 meters, 3 meters, 2 meters, there's a turtle, there's a dolphin. Oh, we're fine. Everything's okay.
Do you think they're gonna hit it at some point this season?
No, because if they were gonna hit it, they would have shown it in the previews. That Bravo cannot help themselves.
That's true. That's very valid.
There was one season of Sailing Yacht where remember they hit the dock and they used that footage so much. Like it was in every single promo. It was like all the time. They just showed that dock crumbling over and over and over again. Like if Bravo can show like a crash, that they will. Catastrophe, they will do it.
Yes. No, that's a good point.
Yeah. They'll do the best that they can. So they make it in. It's fine. And now they're still concerned about setting up this concert. And so Carrie's like, well, I don't see any guest requests as being unreasonable. I just see it as layers of difficulty. I had this one guest who wanted the sunset on the left side of the boat and not the right side of the boat, so he spun the boat around. I'm like, that does not compare to building a concert. That's a false equivalency.
It's a little different.
Also,
That's like literally the most doable. That's a very doable request. Turning the boat around. That's like literally his job is to move the boat. Like that's easy. You move the boat around. This is a concert.
Yeah.
So I'll say this up there. You know, fuck man, this is tough. Am I right? So they're setting up and everything. Anthony's figuring out. Oh, Anthony and Fraser have a spat. This is a really tense moment. I don't know if you caught this when you guys were watching.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, Anthony was like, Fraser, we still planning to have dinner at 8? He's like, well, it could be between 7 and 8. All right, but I need to know what time. Well, between 7 and 8. All right, but I want to know what time I make a magic happen. There's a lot of shit to do. He's like, well, how about between 7:01 and 7:59? I need it a little bit more narrow than that. How about 7:30? He's like, fine. Well, we can do it at 8. He's like, but I want to do it at 7:30 now. But what about 8? I was like, oh my God.
It's like you guys are just fighting to fight at this point.
Oh, they absolutely are. They hate each other.
Because I love that he said between 7 and 8, and he was like, "No, I need to know." And then he was like 7:30, and he was like, "How about 8?" It's like 7:30 is between 7 and 8.
Yeah, they ended up at the same exact spot.
Yeah, I'm like, it all worked out. So Anthony is really, he's spiraling because he's like, bro, you really need to chill out. This is what he tells us. He's like, so I've been doing this job for a really long time and I don't need babysitter. I also have some questions like why I got fired that way. I hear on podcasts that I was being undermined. I don't know.
I don't know.
Someone from Texas was very angry at Fraser and I decided I'm angry too. So,
Ronnie.
Ronnie Karam. Not sure. That is what I hear from Bobby. So Jess and Solange are flirting and making out and stuff. And Solange is telling us that she's definitely like way more attracted to men. But like she's like, oh no, Testosterone is so raw. But with Scottish, I'm not closing door with him. But I really don't know. We all kiss here. Really don't care. Really don't care who Solange is attracted to it right now. I'm like, fold your sheets and wipe that surface.
Go find your favorite dish to wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about this? How about you find some preferences on what you like to wash?
Yeah.
How about you reveal that you have thoughts on these things?
Go
because
connect
you know what?
with
If you're
Rainbow.
yeah, connect with Rainbow. How about that?
She deserves it.
She does.
She does. She's trying to connect with you. You should connect back with her instead of connecting with other people while you should be working. So there's still there's a lot of time setting up for this concert. They continue to set up. Plates are going out. Performers are arriving. It is starting to look a bit more like a concert. And so then finally it's time. So Fraser radios the interior. They round up all the guests and they have to be at the Sky Lounge in 10 minutes. And they get up there and they open up the VIP lounge to the deck and the concert is there. There's like 15 people there dancing. They try to make it look like it's like really big concert, but you can kind of see it's like 30 people,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be generous.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's cool. I mean, there are definitely people on stilts and there's like fire
was
dancers and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of activity. Like it was a thing.
They pulled it off.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, so you guys are doing this whole big concert on the dock just so you can watch it from the yacht?
Yeah,
You're just gonna stay on the yacht?
About because I did not see them go.
Yeah, we're out there for like maybe 5 minutes. They were like, "Hey, okay, we're gonna go back on the yacht now."
Yeah, like they went to bed at 9:30.
What did they?
Yeah, I was
Did they?
shocked
Yeah.
because I was looking at it and I'm like, oh, the whole crew has to stay up until they go to sleep, huh? And I was like, I would struggle. Like I'd be like, you guys got to go to sleep.
Yeah, sometimes they stay up until
And
like
then
2
it
a.m.
showed them going to sleep, and it said 9:30.
You don't strike
I
me
was
as the
like,
kind of people
whoa.
that go to sleep at 9:30.
I know. I was shocked.
Yeah, they like, I mean, I think at some point they went down to the deck, but like onto the dock, but like they were primarily on the boat.
Yeah.
They're like, just set up something that we can see from the boat, which just felt weird. It felt unnecessary. There was something also that felt, there was something weird about like these like white Americans coming to the islands and being like, I'm going to stay on a boat. I'm going to look down. I will not actually, go into it. I'm just going to look down and like perform your culture for us. I don't know. Like it was like, I got this, it like had this
like.
undertone.
Very American.
It was the like just watching them experience the thing that they had orchestrated, like was so weird.
Yeah, from their pedestal.
Yeah, it was just such a weird.
Yeah, there was something about it, like, you know, I don't know why, if they had gone into the, like, if they had actually like spent more time on the dock, it would have felt less like that. I don't know. I think there was just something about being on this big luxury boat.
Yeah.
And making everyone move all the stuff around to put on this performance for them to watch on this boat, looking down on them. It just sort of like the optics of it and the vibe of it just felt like, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
It was very charter guest.
At the very least, it was very charter guest. And to be fair, we did see them go down onto the dock, so that there was that too. But I was like, wait, but you're not planning to spend your time primarily on the dock.
No.
It's like
They went through all this trouble.
you just want something to look at from the boat. I don't know.
Yeah, it
Too
was
much.
strange.
Next time, it's called, you know what I do? Plug in your phone and press play on some music. That's what I say.
And
Do a
then
silent
bring Rocky
show.
back in to dress up like a mermaid and jump in the water.
There you go.
I mean, someone, speaking of mermaids, right?
Yeah.
Mermaids.
Speaking of selkies.
The original. Speaking of selkies, she's a selkie that lost her way and became a mermaid. Probably rejected from the mermaid people.
Probably.
Definitely.
Commercials. Here comes one right now.
So the party's happening, it's fun, and Fraser's really happy, you know, and so then the food is being served, like shrimp cocktail and croque monsieur and a broccoli soup. I'm sorry, Anthony, didn't you just have like a monologue about like, we are going to do a simple lunch, that way dinner can be a masterpiece, and you're like serving shrimp cocktail and broccoli soup?
It looked really good though.
It looked delicious, but like he's acting like he was going to make like a Peking duck or something. You know, but like...
I thought it was going to be intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone's wasted. Fraser breaks a glass. He drops a glass. And then, of course, guess who's there to see it?
Our
Fucking
girl
Dawn, pride of the Selkies. She's like,
Horrible.
Pride of the Selkies.
she's like, you dropped that, Fraser. What the fuck, Fraser? I said, you made a mess, Fraser.
I felt so bad. I was like, Fraser, say something really mean to her.
Fraser, kill her.
Fraser,
Get her, Fraser.
sacrifice your job. Dawn was so awful that I couldn't tell if she was actually doing like tongue-in-cheek bossiness, and like I sort of had this feeling like after every time we saw her bark at them, she laughed like, I'm just kidding, let me help you up with that. But they just kept on cutting that part out just to make her look terrible, like, because she was so bad. I couldn't imagine that she was that bad sincerely the entire time.
That's
She was nasty.
It's always weird when you see these people be so awful because you're like, you know, you're being filmed right now. Like there's a camera in your face. So are you turning it on for the camera, or are you worse when there's no cameras?
Probably worse.
Yeah. Well, it's always, you know, and the thing is this, please note that Dawn, as well as that little guy with the beard, who is a piece of shit as well,
Yep.
they were the bossiest and the loudest, and they were friends of the primaries. And like, you know, on Below Deck and the Below Deck greater world, it's always the friends ofs who get like the free ride who are always the most obnoxious. The primaries are usually not as obnoxious. They can be, but it's always the friends who are like, you know, they were the ones that gifted this, or even if they have to pay, there's something about being the friend of. They just like want to make a mark or something, and they're the worst on these shows.
Remember that one friend who wouldn't share a room with another girl, and the poor girl was like sleeping in the main living area, and then Captain Lee had to give up his bed for her to sleep there?
Oh my God.
That was like
I 100% forgot that.
I don't think I will ever forget that as long as I live.
What the
She was like,
hell?
no, she's not sleeping in here. By the way, she's on this trip. Captain Lee was like, she's a cow. You can sleep in my room.
She's a cow.
I think he called her a cow or something awful.
I love it when the guests fight with each other. Like, I get so invested in their drama when they are bickering and they're like, Cindy, be quiet. You have to go to bed, Cindy. Go to bed right now, Cindy. And Cindy's like, what? You always do this. Ever since I see you, you always done that. Go to bed, Cindy. You're drunk. I'm not drunk. You're drunk. I'm happy. You're the man that's crumbling. Because their shit always, it turns into like an Edward Albee play. And I'm like, I would like to watch that.
Hell
Can we
yeah.
watch more of that? Can we keep the cameras on them?
Yes.
It looks like this season is going to be crazy. Like the next episode or maybe the next couple
Yeah.
ones. They have
Yeah,
to
there's
like
going to be a drunk lady.
Call the
bring
police.
some lady off the boat.
Yeah. That's the thing I think
Oof.
about the beginning of the season is like I was like, I want to see more of the guest drama and less of the romance.
And it looks like there will be more.
it does.
so.
Actually, after watching this episode and seeing what was to
Yeah.
come, I was like, I think I might be signing back on to this season.
I know. No, the trailer was great. I mean, it's been like a perfectly fine season. I just don't really like the tweaks that they've made. And the past like 2 or 3 weeks, like this whole thing with Solane, it's like deeply uninteresting to me. Maybe I'm like a curmudgeon, but I tune into these shows to see like the workplace dynamics. And it's like I don't really care who she's going to choose. Now, I know that her previous experience was that she was on like Love Island France, but
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
maybe that's why she's like used to this sort of situation.
That's what she was called in for.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Did you guys watch Love Island, by the way?
I can't get into Love Island and I keep trying.
I have not tried, but I feel like I want to.
I want to so desperately, and I'll continue
Everyone
to try.
talks about it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like I'm missing out on something.
Same.
Wow, I really feel like Rainbow trying to connect with people.
What's your favorite Love Island? to
I
watch?
understand.
What's your favorite Love Islander to watch? So anyway, Dawn is making Fraser's life hell, and he's like, they have no decorum, no class, and
He's not wrong.
they're like, and then they're just like yelling like, Rainbow, get over here, Rainbow, you can't leave the room, Rainbow.
Yeah. One of them's like, you can't leave the room, Rainbow. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Punch that guy in the face.
And then one of them, I think it's Dawn, says, you don't make the rules, I make the rules. And I was like, no, that person was literally hired to run this ship. Like they do in fact make the rules.
They do. They actually make the rules. Dawn, you've
Dawn.
Dawn makes 0 rules. I don't know who Dawn is. I don't know what her job is. I want to actually go back to the previous episode and like zoom in on the preference sheet because sometimes you can see what their jobs are. I know that they all run strip clubs, but I don't know. Does she deal with the day by day? She's not a stripper herself, I don't think. I think she's just sort of like,
Running shit.
I think she comes by and she drops off the booze. She's like, oh, I got some booze for you guys. Have a great night. Have a great shift.
Or she's like the mean lady in the back that like makes the lineup. Yep.
Yeah, maybe she's the DJ. She's like,
To be.
all right, everyone. Coming out next is Cinnamon. Get out there, Cinnamon. I'll make the rules. You're next.
You don't make the rules.
I believe it.
Then Rainbow she's stressed. You know she's stressed because she literally wears it all over her face. She's like, oh.
I know.
And she like her eyebrows go up and she like
Yeah.
her eyes get big and she's like, I don't know what to do. So she's asking where So is, which is Solane, and Solane is off talking to the deck team because of course she's flirting with them, etc. With basically Jess. And so Fraser is like, I think it's like a mid-season situation where things have been going so good, so you feel like you can sit back and fucking do nothing. And Rainbow's like, yeah, it's like kind of demotivating for me, like I'm not about to cry, but I'm gonna cry because I still don't know what her least favorite dish is to clean. I mean, there's so many options. I could have helped her out with that. Colander, gonna be colander. Please tell me. So Rainbow is losing it because she's doing all the work, and so is off talking to the deck team and flirting with Jess and all that stuff. And then Damo weighs in, And he's like, I'm starting to see that Jess and Selena are distracting each other, which ends up causing more work for us. And it's fine if, you're welcome to be distracted by another attractive person at work, but everybody needs to do their part and you need to do your job because we're a team and we pick up everyone else's slack when someone else drops the line. So we're all going to fall over. It's not good. So they're basically all getting annoyed at Selena. So she's never going to get fired, though, because she's too good TV, right? Do you think she should be fired?
Yes. In a work sense, absolutely. For watching this show sense, no.
Yeah, she literally has been totally incapable the entire season. She does like 3 things and she's like, that was a lot of work. Time for me to have a break now.
She says that at least 3 times an episode, it seems.
She did it like 3 times within like 15 minutes on this episode, I swear to God.
And later, was she actually drinking?
Yeah, she was drinking something. Maybe it's just apple juice. I don't know. But she was like, oh, time for a break for me. Because they gave her that edit where they show everyone working really hard. And then she's like drinking a beverage in the corner. And like, oh, time for work. Time for break. So Rambo's getting frustrated. She's like, she just doesn't want to do it. It's like, I get it. You're tired, but I'm also tired. I'm more than happy to help the team any way possible. I'll even clean my least favorite dish, whatever that is. Someone can ask.
Someone else.
I'll never tell. Just kidding. I would love to tell someone.
Totally tell.
She's like, so Celine, I don't know if you realize this, but when I ask you what's your least favorite dish, it's more so that way you'll then ask me, what's your least favorite dish? And then I can tell you because I have something planned, but you won't ask me, so I can't let it out. And I have all this anxiety built up inside me about pizza cutters.
Oh, pizza cutters are a bad one to clean.
Oh,
those aren't
cookies,
so bad.
Because when you do it spins.
That's true, but what about ice cream?
But then you have to move it to get behind where the wheel
That's true.
hits the handle.
That's true.
I usually sort of grab it. I sort of do like a swirly on it on top. I hold it carefully and just swirl. Yeah. I'll tell you what is bad is I like an old fashioned ice cream scoop or a cookie scoop.
Oh,
you've got that metal thing that swings, so you have to get under that, and
you have to make sure you get under the little metal piece.
That's almost impossible.
Yeah. That's a hard one. See, Rainbow had a lot to say. I know it. She had a whole script planned.
We have this much, and there's going to be more that pops into our heads.
She thought she was going places.
Yeah.
She should have a podcast.
Like, we thought that was a strange question to ask, but I'm thinking now, and I'm like, was that the ultimate conversation starter? Because, like, when you really
thing I want to talk about.
Listen,
I don't want to talk. I don't want to recap anymore.
Put that on your Hinge profile.
Ask that.
Yeah.
People thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
just should start a podcast called Dishing It. And then,
oh, wow. That's smart.
I like that.
Give that to her. I just thought a sourdough starter container. Those are awful to clean.
I don't have one of those.
Wait, what are tell me, I don't have one. Is that like the why tell me what that looks like and why it's so awful.
Okay, so just whatever, you can keep it in whatever container you want to. Mine's in a mason jar, but it gets so crusted on there that it's like impossible to get off. And you really shouldn't put it down your drain because they expand.
Wow.
Sourdough.
I did not know that. I thought
Alaina's terrified of sourdough.
Because she'll be like, oh, I have to feed my starter. I'm like, what do you mean you have to feed it? Like,
She's
what?
hungry.
What? And then you're going to make me bread with it? Like, I just can't.
But I like to call it selkie flesh.
Silky flesh.
Feeding my silky flesh. Or my seal.
Always like that.
And it like tells you when it's hungry, doesn't it?
Well, it doesn't say like, hey, I'm hungry, but there are characteristics where I can tell.
I think it would be better.
What are the characteristics?
It gets like super, like it gets bubbles on top that almost look like soap bubbles. That's when it's like super duper hungry.
Oh. And also when you open up the jar, it goes, feed me, Seymour.
I mean, it does. It goes,
feed me, Seymour. Give me all night long.
He's like, you know what? Later. I have to go talk to Rachel about what her favorite dish to watch is. Her least favorite.
Do you make a lot of sourdough or do you just have a starter there just for?
No, I do make a lot of sourdough.
She does. And it's really good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I demand some next time I come to Boston.
I will bring you some. I make really good sourdough discard chocolate chip muffins.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bring you those.
What's the discard part of it?
So the discard is just your like unfed, like It's unfed starter.
See, this is the stuff I never ask because I don't.
But I thought you're feeding your. Why would you not? I'm so confused that this.
Malnourished.
And I'm a baker, but I'm like, so you have. Wait a second.
It sounds
you
a
have
lot
your starter.
more complicated
How do you
than
not
it
feed
is.
part? Don't you feed all of your starter? Isn't it like just either like the starter is fed or the starter is not fed?
Well, so the starter is fed, and when it's like really eaten everything or like in the process of eating everything, it doubles
When it
in
burps.
size. Yeah, kind of, because it does sort of burp. It bubbles, and that's what when you get the good bubbles, that's when you want to use it for like your sourdough bread. But then it goes back down once it's kind of like eaten everything. So then it's unfed, sort of. And that's the discard. And that's when you can either use that for a recipe or you can throw it like a discard recipe or you can throw it away. It's inactive starter.
So you want to use it. You want to use it when it is fed and it's big. Right?
When it's active, if you're making sourdough bread, because that's when your bread is going to start rising.
Okay, so you feed it, it gets bigger, and then when it's big, you use that to start your bread. But if you decide not to use it, it's going to go back down again, and then it can become discard, which is, by the way, honestly quite rude. Let's be like,
it's a horrible thing to say.
Like, I haven't fed you, therefore you're a discard. It's like, I've been waiting. Don't call me a discard. I'm sitting here in my jar waiting to be fed.
See, I use my discard. I don't discard my discard.
I really hope that we pull this entire sourdough clip and like put it on, make a video out of it. So that way you can give a sourdough tutorial while dressed like a dead bride.
Maybe I should. Then that will be my YouTube channel.
There you go.
Dead bride bakes. So anyway, the point is Rainbow is going through it as usual. So she's like, but Rainbow is also, she's a passive aggressive boss too, because she's like, oh my God, Solane, great work today. You know what? Why don't you go to bed? Oh, but first, can you clean all the toilets? Thank you so much.
I kind of loved that when she did it. I was like, hell yeah,
She said,
Rainbow.
that's what you get for not telling me your least favorite dish to wash.
Yeah, next time, tell me your thoughts on food processor blades.
Maybe I'll help you with the toilets.
Yeah, honestly, it's like punishment. That's what you get. So, but of course, Solane like does nothing. She's like, no, I'm going to go to bed. So then Rainbow is up until 5 in the morning or so. Actually, just 2 in the morning. Still.
But then up at
rough.
5 again.
Yeah, they're up because she goes to sleep at 2:30. Then it's 5:45 in the morning. Anthony's waking up, and he's gonna make some lobster Benedict, and everyone's getting ready for some morning service or whatever. And then Barbara goes up to Hugo, and she's like, "Can I ask you something?" And he's like, "Yeah, what's up?" She's like, "You're in an open relationship, right?" He's like, "Yeah. Do you like someone here?" I was like, "What?"
I was
this nosy questioning on Charter.
I was like, Barbara, do you like him? I thought you were a lesbian.
I felt like the producers were like, "Hey, Barbara, go ask Hugo about his open relationship since he's late to the show, and we need to get him talking about his personal life."
Let him mention it again.
Probably that.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Well, are you their pimp or madam?" And she's like, "I am a matchmaker." I was like, "What are you talking about? What is this matchmaking without context?" Because we didn't see anyone say that they like Hugo, right?
I think she did this on purpose, though, to make it seem like Soso liked Hugo. So then Hugo would flirt with Soso, and then she could flirt with Jess without having to worry about Soso. I think she kind of masterminded.
I kind of love that.
I do too. I kind of really love
a plot. Barbara is, I think, I love Barbara, and I think it's like 90% her hair.
No, it absolutely is. Her hair is gorgeous.
Her hair is amazing, and her personal style when she's off the yacht is also great too. It's like, I'm like obsessed with Barbara. But I just had no idea what she was doing here. Like, I was very confused. She's like, "I am matchmaker." She's like, "So I have to speak with you because before I spread gossip." He's like, "My team's got it covered, right? Because they're both still fighting for one. So I don't want to get mixed up in that." And she's like, "Yeah, but you like Solane, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, she's pretty." She's like, "Okay, that's not the problem because we still have another one." I was like, what are you talking about, Barbara?
What's going on, Barbara?
I haven't seen enough scenes to support this conversation right now. It makes no sense to me. So then, of course, we get like Instagram wall of Hugo, and he's saying that he's in an open relationship, and he's like, "I'd be lying if I didn't say that Solane was attractive, but I just see so many hands in this pot." I was like,
damn.
And he also said, he goes,
Talk about a dish that's difficult to clean, huh?
he said, it's not that it's a turn off. It really just shuts me off. And I was like, is that not a turn off? I'm like, wait, what?
Not a turn
That's
off.
about as
It's a little different.
it's a shut off.
Worse somehow.
Not a turn off, just a shut off.
Yeah.
I guess he's saying I'm still attracted to her, but I am not going to pursue it. I'm shutting off my pursuing. I'm not going to go down that path. But yeah, it's a strange turn of phrase that he used. So yeah, he's saying he really wants to connect with people, and that's the most important factor. I was like, good luck on this cast.
Yeah.
You may connect with
You
everyone.
see how hard Rainbow's having it.
I'll tell you about it.
I know. If you want to connect with people, I hope you're not bringing your dish cleaning banter, because that's not going to work.
It's not the A game.
We work with us, the three of us.
Yeah, with that.
You would pop off.
Oh, yeah. Gangbusters with us, but everybody else.
We will talk about it. We will talk about everything, but not with this crew.
Good luck.
They don't. Good luck. Good luck talking about soap, and scum. So anyway, by the way, have you guys covered on your podcast any really good maritime murders?
We really haven't, actually.
I know. We've been wanting to do more of those, actually, because I love them when I hear them anywhere else.
We did one that was a like this really remote place in Alaska.
Yep.
And there was like a whole crew of people that got murdered on a boat, and it's still unsolved.
Yeah, that was a crazy
I
one.
think it was Craig, Alaska.
You might be right.
Yeah. Craig gone over Alaska.
Exactly.
All I can think of, actually.
That one.
But yeah, we haven't done a lot of maritime. We got to watch that Captain Lee show to get some ideas.
Yeah, we did like the speaking of the Indianapolis.
That was a really good one.
Why was it so good?
Just
the
fascinating.
survival stories in that one, and then the stories of like them surviving up to a point, and then how they like horrifically died, like shark attacks and shit. It was like,
oof,
that story threw me.
Maritime disasters. Maritime disasters are real. Those are pretty wild. But I feel like there's also like a number of those stories of people who fall overboard. You know,
like
there was like cruise ships. There was one, I remember like 2 or 3 years ago, there was like a gay couple that got drunk and they got into a fight, and then one guy like wound up falling overboard, and he was clinging onto the side of the boat, and people were filming him, and then he couldn't cling on any longer, and then he just I looked at the video and it was really horrifying.
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
And that's like my biggest fear. The ocean scares me so much.
It's too vast.
So scary.
It's so scary.
It's too vast.
I don't belong in there.
No one
belong there.
None of us
We
do.
don't. That's not our natural habitat. Because you know what? Like, I just think, what would happen if I were left adrift at sea and I couldn't tell anyone what my least favorite dish was to clean? Someone.
What happened?
I thought of one that's really good. Someone save me. I have to let this out.
I need to tell you why.
That's how they find you. They're like, we have this weird sound of someone yelling about dish
You
strainers.
become lore.
Garlic presses. They're so annoying.
No, I just don't. I'm an earth sign. I belong on land.
Yeah, I'm an air sign, so I guess I'll go to space.
I don't know what I am, but
What's your sign?
Sagittarius.
Oh, you're fire.
Oh, yes, fire.
Volcano.
Wait,
Yeah.
does that mean I want to go to volcano? Like, what is that? But by the way, Alaina, yours is the only sign that actually makes sense. Like, I'm an earth sign, so I want to be on land. But the rest of us is like, I'm a fire sign, so I want to throw myself into a pit of fire. That's not true.
Does it mean you're fiery?
Yeah, it just means you're fiery.
Because John's an earth fire sign too.
Yep.
I think when people think of me, Ben Mandelker, they're like, look at that fiery guy.
Look at that.
Look at him
man.
look at him as he opens up his latest copy of an Ina Garten book.
Oh, I love
fiery
that, though.
personality.
Wait, do you know your rising sign?
I don't.
Not to turn this into an astrology moment, but
No, I would love to hear it. How do I find out what my rising sign is?
Do you know what time you were born?
I think around 8:30 or something like that in the morning.
Okay, text me with that information later, and I'll tell you your rising sign and your moon sign.
Okay, I would love to know.
Important. Your big three.
Your big three is very important.
I'm pretty sure my rising sign is sourdough. actually.
Fed sourdough, not discard.
Sad fed, just a sourdough. Okay, so back to what's happening on this boat. So Carrie congratulates Fraser for doing a great job. And then Fraser's basically saying how the staff is kind of starting to slip a little bit. And he's like, every year I see it happen and I don't want to happen again. So I'm going to have a meeting with him where I'm very, very serious. But before I do that, I'm going to gossip with him a whole bunch. Like, good thought, sir. Good luck. So Fraser, they're like pulling into the dock. They're actually already at the dock, but they're like waiting for everyone to leave this boat because it's the next day. And while they're waiting, Fraser and Kyle are sitting on like a staircase, and inside they hear Dawn be like, ho, 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 ho. Like, that laugh is going to haunt me for the rest of my days.
It's chilling.
Be able. It is chilling. I woke up hearing it. And there was also like 3 seals at my door too. I was like, what is happening?
So weird. They said, take her. We will not be continuing on
this friend.
Yeah, no, she's terrible. She is just the worst. So then they're all like lining. Well, they haven't lined up yet, but everyone's sort of like gathering together. And Fraser's like he's gossiping with Barbara. He's like, so guess what, Barbara? I just heard some gossip from Kyle while we were both listening to Dawn's awful laugh. When we picked up the guest, So said, and Kyle had a kiss in the bathroom. And Barbara's like, oh, okay. I don't think Barbara really cares that much. I know I don't care personally. No. I don't think that Fraser should be gossiping with his second or his third, whatever.
I was very unprofesh. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think it's like good to be gossiping about another stew to the other stew when you're the one in the position.
In your own department.
Like, that's going to cause some issues.
But that's what he kind of does, though, because he did it last season with Barbie. He would talk shit about Barbie to anyone who would listen.
That is absolutely correct. So Barbara tells us that she loves Jess and everything, but like she just is worried that Jess is going to get hurt because like she's definitely had that experience with like straight people that like, you know, they like to experiment with like, you know, they like to like experiment with a girl. I should say straight women. They come experiment with a girl and then go back to guys. And I definitely feel like that's probably going to happen with Solange. What do you guys
100%.
think?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely going to happen. So the guests say goodbye. They give their tip and everything, and they're nice enough. They're like, "Thanks for everything. It was great." So then Kyle goes over to Jess, and he has this like weird moment where he's like, "So, you got a minute, Jess? Can I have a quick word with you? Quick word. Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm terrified. I feel like I heard the sound of the Selkies all shout along. Those are my people, you know." Anyway. So you beat me with a punch with Solange, right? So I was a bit gutted, however. Like, she has been sneaking kisses with me throughout the past charter, so just want you to know that. I was like, what sort of posturing are you doing? Trying to intimidate Jess out of this love triangle or something like that? Like
100%.
I don't know. I felt like it was he was really sulking a lot all episode about this love triangle too.
Mm-hmm.
Which
well,
I don't know why that surprised. It sort of surprised me a little bit. I sort of thought he'd be like down for it, but he did not like it at all.
I feel like he falls so hard though. Like even last time with Barbie, he was like all in.
Yeah. And so Jess is like, yeah, I mean, I guess I owe you an apology. I just, I should have spoken to you about it. I'm just having fun. I'm like, I don't think that she owes him an apology because I don't think he would apologize to her if it was the other way around at all.
No, in fact, I don't think so.
In fact, when Solange was showing that she was interested in Jess, he still was trying to get kisses from Solange, and he was unapologetic about that. So I say, Kyle, deal with it. So that was my moment of sassiness. Fire sign podcasting, everyone. Watch out.
So fiery.
So fiery. So then Fraser is talking to Solange, and he's like, so did you kiss Scottish? And she's like, no, I really don't remember. It's like, stop that. Stop being bitchy, you know. And she's like, oh, I was washing toilets. I don't know. I was confused. I panicked. I don't know. Did I kiss him? I don't know. So they all sit down for the tip meeting. That's like the extent of you. That's usually what her interactions are like. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't understand. So Carrie is like, all right, everybody. Quite a charter. A lot of challenges involved. Incredibly amazing. Kind and friendly guests. Just kidding. They were the worst guests I've ever met in my entire life. What more could you ask for? A little bit of respect because, what I give, what I get. There we go. The booby motion. Just a little special extra one there. You did great jobs, everyone. First charter with us. So good job, Hugo. You took a lot of pressure off my shoulders and you've done a great job. Everything was great. Great times. But I'm starting to see some complacency now. Got a twist. Thought this would be a nice tip meeting. Guess what? I'm seeing complacency. Now is not the time to just flatline, which is why you all are going to get 2 days off right now. So that way you can flatline off the boat. All right. Enjoy, everyone. So they get
off the boat. See you in 2 days.
What'd you say?
You can literally die off the boat.
Just as long as you're back in 2 days.
Flatline the fuck off this boat. Just get back to work. I don't care if you're dead. Come back as a ghost because this teak needs some wax and those sheets need folding. We need ghost maids around here. So they're excited because they're gonna get 2 days off. They're gonna also have a villa. So they're definitely trying to create something here. Like usually they have like 1 day off and they just get to leave the boat and go to like a club and they come back. But it's 2 days in a villa. So they're gonna have kind of like a little bit of like a real world or summer house experience for an episode, which should be nice and chaotic. So Jess and Barbara are talking and Jess is like, so what kind of coffee do you drink in the morning? She's like, coffee? She's like, well, I have my specialty. Why? She's like, because I was going to bring you coffee this morning, but I didn't know what coffee to drink. I was like, so, a lot of exciting things are happening on this boat right now.
Yeah. She's like, do you have a favorite mug to drink your coffee in?
Well, and she was doing it in front of So-So there.
It was like a little bit of a flirty moment, right? They were like, was it she trying to sort of
make her jealous?
100%. Because she just heard from Kyle.
Yeah.
Everybody's messing with everybody.
Oh,
yeah. Your theory is really sounding good. That she's trying to have Hugo come in to steal away Solane, so that way Jess is free to go with Barbara. It really makes sense
totally
now.
Think that's what it is.
After that coffee interaction, after talking about coffee, I was like, oh, it's clear. She's up to something maniacal. That was a maniacal coffee interaction.
It was.
It was out of control.
I think so. Somebody should get her.
So Fraser, now it's time for him to have his serious meeting. Everyone, it's time to have a serious Fraser meeting. Is everyone ready? Listen, I know we had good comments from our guests on departure, but I wasn't happy at all. I think we can do better. I think we become really comfortable. And to that effect, Barbara, could you sit up for me, please?
Oh my God.
I was so angry.
It bothered me so much that she was just laying down.
Like,
when I say that we become comfortable, I also mean you're literally too comfortable in this meeting. I need you to be somewhat.
Imagine laying down while your boss was telling you something.
Yeah. If your boss is like in an angry face, then you have to be like, sit up straight.
Yeah, just sit up. That's all.
Just engage a bit.
Yeah.
When I said comfortable, I didn't mean it literally, but now I actually do. Please sit up, Barbara. Okay, Bob. Okay, please take that blanket off. Stop snuggling on that stuffed animal. Okay, thank you so much.
I was shocked.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Listen, I know it's the middle of the season, and I know that we're tired, especially Rainbow. Look at her over there, trembling in the corner. She keeps asking me about plates, and I don't understand what her issue is. She asked me the other day if I've ever cleaned a potato ricer, and I said, why are you asking me these things? She's cracked.
She's cracked.
She's gonna be.
We've lost Rainbow, and what I'm trying to say is we need to save her. So please, everyone work harder, okay? Rainbow, how are you doing over there? She's like, wax on, wax off. I'm drowning. She just is like she's like clutching a blender cup. She's like, do you know how to clean this?
I hate cleaning these.
By the way, cleaning a blender is actually it's a joy. You know why? Because you put the soap in there in the water and you hit the blender.
Oh my God, and you just let it.
You let the blender do the work.
Yep.
Is that how you clean your blenders?
I love doing that.
I've never done that.
It's very
That's how you do it.
That's actually so innovative.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's a two-step process. You put like soap and water in the blender, and you could do this with a food processor too. But you put some water in the blender, and then you whir it up. You let it go for 30 seconds. But I also got from OXO one of those like long brushes So there's usually some stuff that's tough. So you go in there with a brush afterwards, but then you're set. The blender is like a 2-second clean. It does not have to be does not have to be an enemy to you anymore in the kitchen. You know?
Yeah, this couldn't have come at a better time because I'm making pesto tonight. Boom. Thanks for that.
Literally the best time ever. A pre-pesto cleaning plan. I'm so excited for you.
Couldn't ask for anything
It's a big
more.
day for me.
Will you be serving it with sourdough bread? Please say yes.
Oh my God, I should. I don't know if I have a loaf, but I'll try.
You better start feeding that sourdough starter. That's what I gotta say. You better feed it now.
Can't leave it to the discard.
Don't. Okay, so then Selene is cleaning and she's doing a terrible job as usual. And she's like not very detail oriented. She's just like, whatever, let me just do what I have to do to get it done. And Rainbow's like, she's like, you gotta like work hard. You gotta care about this a little bit more. She goes, do you know what breaks my heart? When you say things like they don't care. She's like, well, they don't care. The guests don't care. She's like, no, but I genuinely care because it's your own work product. Why don't you care about your own work product? She's like, I don't have time. Your heart is stronger. Otherwise, like, don't do this too much. You're not going to pass 30 years. You're going to die because you care too much.
which is facts.
When she said you're gonna die before 30, I was like, whoa.
It was read, but it was true. Rainbow needs to like breathe a little more.
It was the most apathetic read too. She was like, I don't care. Really don't care.
One thing about Shaleel is she does not care.
I do not care.
She does not care and she does not understand.
Why are you working harder? Because I don't care.
Selene then explains to us her whole life motto. She's like, I love risk and adrenaline. When you feel like when you're little children, they say that, and you do something bad, for example, and your parents told you, Selene, stop eating all the chips. And they told me no. And I was like, yes, no, I eat all the chips in my room. A lot of packets of chips everywhere, chips everywhere. Like, yes, the adrenaline rush of eating chips when you're not supposed to in your bedroom.
We all relate.
I love the adrenaline. What happened with her and the chips? What, like...
There's something deeper there.
She tells the chip story as if this was a universal thing that happened to all of us. Like, like when you like have like a bunch of bags of chips in your bedroom one night and you're not supposed to. And I was like...
You just eat them all.
I mean, I definitely had like, I snuck a cookie here and there as a kid.
That's normal.
But like... When she's like, when do you have bags? Here, there, everywhere, bags of chips. Oh, I live for the adrenaline.
I was like, have I lived? Because I have not had that experience.
Not if you've not had that many chips, no.
Today, we're all going to the supermarket, grab not just one or two, maybe like 6 bags of chips.
Yeah.
And don't tell anyone and bring them into your room and see what happens.
Even
if you live alone. Even if you live alone, call someone. And then when they ask you, like, hey, what are you up to? Be like, nothing. I'm just in my bedroom doing bedroom things. Don't tell them about the chips and just feel the rush.
Not eating chips, that's for sure.
Society is about to have a pivotal shift.
Do not eat the chips. So, she loves that. And meanwhile, Kyle is flirting with Selene, and he's like, oh, so live your life. You're the one making the decision. You're the one. You're making your own bed. You're making your own bed. And she's like, what? Why is my bed in this conversation?
And he's just like, never mind.
Like
whatever.
He's like, because he's like flirting with her. Also, there's really no world where Selena is going to make a bed voluntarily in a situation.
No.
When he says like, yeah, because he's like trying to make her feel bad for being in a triangle, and he's like, you made your own bed, and she's like, I will never make my own bed ever, no matter what context.
I've never made any bed. Don't plan to.
She's like, did he see the chips? The chips I've been hiding in my bed.
Don't look at the chips.
There's not
Speaking of making beds, Fraser now is complaining that there are there are still sheets in the bed in the primary, and so Selene's like, oh well, Rainbow was in there. She put it all in a bag, and Fraser's like, Rainbow, the sheets from the guests, were they on the bed? And she's like, yeah. So why weren't they all done and taken to the main salon? Why not? And she's like, well, I just have a lot of work. And they're basically like, Rainbow said she was going to take the sheets down, but she didn't take the sheets down. Look at Rainbow slacking, which is so obnoxious that Selene would do. Throw Rainbow under the bus when Rainbow is picking up all the slack for her.
Mm-hmm.
That was real mean.
Which is a bitch move.
bitch move. So of course Rainbow starts like, of course, losing it. She's like, oh my god, I'm like giving like 100%, and like, why is it like not good enough? Is there something wrong with me? Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, let me know what I can do better. And she's like, not now, guys. I can't have you guys watching me make this bed right now. She like closes the door behind her.
It's a lot. She has a lot of feelings.
She does. She has so many feelings.
And that was so shitty of them.
I know. They all need to go to that island in Holland.
Yeah, and fight it out.
She's like, are we anywhere near there?
My final answer is going to be cast iron grill pan. My least favorite dish to clean, everyone. Cast iron grill pan.
In case anybody cares.
But you don't.
But you don't.
Closing the
Never
door.
asked.
She just yells that up at the boat on the last day. They're like, what?
It was cast iron skills. Cast iron skills if anyone ever cared, but you did.
They're like, what did she say?
See you never. Serrated knife. What about that? I don't like it. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You never asked. So that's actually how the episode ends. Is her like having a meltdown while she makes the bed and slams the door in our face, and which is kind of funny because then they're like, still to come this season. Like it's like this was like an epic cliffhanger. Like is Rainbow gonna be able to make that bed? Like
who knows?
Can she write the ship right now? Can she do it? Like this is such a big cliffhanger. We have to show the rest of the season like the trailer. This is so big. But that was it. That was the end of the episode. How'd you guys feel about the episode? Wow, that much. Wow, you really loved it.
You know what? It wasn't the greatest Below Deck of all time, but I will say the trailer made me the mid-season trailer. I was like, all right, I'm coming back.
That's how I felt.
Trailer was great because trailer we see that there's that lady who's so drunk that looks like they have to medevac her out of there. And then there's also intrigue about whether or not Kyle sleeps with a guest.
Yes.
Also fun.
What do we think? I think
Yes,
100%.
He looked very guilty.
Yeah, the way he's pulling his pants up when he gets out of the ocean, I said, oh.
I said,
the way he looks at the camera, he's like, yeah, I fucked her. Like he doesn't care.
No, could not give a
He's gonna
shit.
fuck. He's gonna fuck whatever he wants to fuck.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you again so much for coming on to this Below Deck episode. Remind everyone where they can follow you on social media and how they can listen to your podcast.
Oh my God, well, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. This was awesome.
This was so much fun. We're always
Oh my
around if
goodness.
one of you is not.
Yeah. And I don't know anything about our social media, so
I think our Instagram is at a Morbid Podcast or potentially
Great.
at Morbid Podcast. Try both. See where it lands you.
see what happens.
Okay. See what happens. You can find them at #1 Selkie fan. So
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely there. You can find us watching our least favorite dishes.
and moaning and groaning about it while your sourdough watches. It's like, hurry up, lady. I need to be fed.
Precisely.
Put down that colander. Put down that honey dripper. No, but I need to get every crevice. Thank you again so much. If listeners are interested in true crime and for some reason you are not already listening to Morbid, which is crazy because I'm like not even joking. You guys are like one of the biggest podcasts in the entire world.
Oh my God,
It's crazy. How do you guys have the biggest podcast? It's crazy.
Oh, turn to Chambador. I've never seen such a big podcast. Wow. Archie?
Go check out Morbid. It's an awesome podcast. And thank you again so much for coming on. Love you both. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors.
Ain't no thing like Allison King.
It's always a party on Allison Block.
Our way is the Amber way.
It's the Foster and the Furious. It's Amanda Foster.
She can run my country. It's Angie McGovern.
It's always automatic with Ashley Auto. Put your hands together for Carly Clapp.
Get on the right foot with Chrissy Offit.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela.
Betchels. We never miss her call. It's Diane Call.
Aaron McNicholas, she don't miss no trickolas.
Hava Nagila Weber.
You'll never hide from Heidi Eleanor Jones. I go, you go, we all go for Hugo.
Jamie, she has no last namey.
She's our kind of mess. It's Jennifer Messer.
Sip some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's our favorite streamer, Caroline Peacock.
Kristen the Piston Anderson. Get a bee in your bonnet with Lacey B. K Sarah, whatever will be, will Lauren Silsby.
Bringing the funk, it's Leslie Plunkett.
She gets an A from us. It's Lindsay D. Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino. Fresh as a daisy, it's Maisie McHenry. We love her on the rocks. It's Melissa Cox. Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
This is Livin' with Michelle Vivian.
I love ya, Olivia Williamson. Tastier than Flanderson, it's Rachel Manderson.
She sure is swell, it's Raquel.
Yes, we canna, it's Savannah.
Cast a spell with Shannon Spellman. Let's share with Sharon Eldridge.
Darn Skippy, it's Tippy.
The Bay Area Betches. Betches.
And our super premium sponsors. She's VVIP, it's Amanda V. Can't lose when you're with Amy Baldwin.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides. Let's go into the woods with Guy Tubbs. It's our queen, it's Queen La'ifa.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall. Hail the Cork Master, the Master of the Cork, Jennifer Corcoran. We got our wish, it's Jen Plish.
She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch.
Knock, knock, knocking on Katie Manock's door. My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo. We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley. In the study with a candlestick, it's Leslie Peacock. We're ride or die for Lisa Ryder Barron. She's a whiz, it's Liz Sarthy. Always killing it, it's Lola Alkalani.
The incredible edible Matthews sisters. She eases our woes, it's Melissa St. Rose. There's a chance of meatballs, it's Rebecca Cloud.
She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke.
We cannot tell a lie, it's Sarah Telefson.
Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony.
Please don't stop, it's Soli and Pop.
Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
It's always a good time when you're wasting time with Bravo. She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.